Have you ever said, "Oh my god, I can't believe they killed off"? Well, character death used to be most uncommon on television, but not in the 21st century. Characters die in thrillers, sitcoms, and space operas, and the show squeeze every last drop of drama and horror from the corpse. It could be tragedy, black comedy, or apparent realism, but it happens. A troubled show can be saved by killing off characters. It gets rid of actors who are either too expensive or too difficult to deal with. It eliminates characters whose storylines have been concluded. Even if it enrages viewers, many creators would rather have that than an apathetic audience. The filmmaker who told outraged fans, "It's great that you're all up in arms over it," most likely spoke for many colleagues. Even so, dying isn't always a good strategy. Some shows lose viewers when a cast member dies, and some shows alienate minority viewers by portraying their on-screen counterparts as disposable. Even unpopular characters have passionate admirers who would tweet like crazy if their favorite were to bite it. Some of these deaths have badly harmed their series, whether by killing off a wonderful character, enraging viewers, or leaving writers scurrying for fresh storylines. But other deaths on this list improved and strengthened the shows, and our number one death both saved and damaged a popular TV show. So here are 6 deaths that have either ruined or saved the show. At number 6, ruined Lexa from the 100. For many LGBTQ+ viewers, Lexa, the warrior on CW's The 100, was a character with whom they could identify. Then she fell in love with Clark, one of the 100 troublemakers dispatched from space to investigate Earth's livability. Lexa died 7 episodes into Season 3 after she and Clark finally got together. This is a troubling trope. A homosexual woman on television, especially one with an active love life, will frequently die. Lexa's death sparked a firestorm of controversy in a year that had previously seen other LGBTQ+ women die on other series. The producers' arguments that this was a natural outcome to the story and would help shape Clark's character going forward didn't help. The 100 is still going, but its ratings have never recovered from Lexa's death. At number 5, saved Lori Grimes from The Walking Dead. A zombie apocalypse is bound to have a high death toll, and The Walking Dead's death toll is quite high. Still, some deaths stick out more than others, such as Lori Grimes in the 3rd season. Lori was unpopular even by the standards of the program, which isn't known for its charming, lovable characters. She's done mourning her husband Rick, who allegedly died 2 weeks ago, and has taken a new lover, Shane. Many of her new admirers were overjoyed when she announced her intention to purchase the farm. Lori died in a memorable way near the end of the show. In the event of a zombie assault, the only way to deliver is via C-section. The operation kills her, quality medical care is rare in a zombie apocalypse, then her son shoots out before she can rise as a zombie. At number 4, ruined Elena from The Vampire Diaries. Elena Gilbert, Nina Dobrev, and the heart and soul of The Vampire Diaries when it first began. She was orphaned in a car accident and found new life in the arms of a vampire, Steven Salvatore, as their love intertwined her with the supernatural world. Elena remained the show's focal point even after she ended her relationship with Steven and fell for his brother Damon, and even after she became a vampire herself. But when Dobrev left the show at the end of Season 6, Elena went into a death-like slumber in order to save her friend Bonnie. That may have taken the show in an interesting new direction. Instead, the writers did little for remaining 2 seasons, but fling ideas at the screen and see which would stick. Without Elena, none of them did. At number 3, saved Chuck from Pushing Daisies. Chuck Charles' death in Pushing Daisies pilot didn't just save the program, but it defined it. If you touch, you die is an extremely efficient way of extending romantic tension. Ned, the show's protagonist, works as a private investigator in addition to making pies. Ned's resurrection touch allows him to question murder victims about their deaths before returning them to eternal rest with his second touch. Only after bringing back Chuck, his childhood crush, could he force himself to murder her again, which meant he could not ever touch her. That partnership gives the show a romantic backbone instead of just being a murder mystery with unusual protagonists. It's too bad the show didn't even get a full 2nd season, forcing a rushed wrap-up. The end came way too soon. At number 2, ruined Rita by Dexter. When your protagonist is a serial killer, you can expect a lot of death in the show, but for Dexter fans, the loss of his wife Rita was one too many. Dexter's engagement with Rita, a single mother, was initially calculated, a ploy for the anti-heroic psychopath to pass for normal. He seemed to develop true feelings for her over time, or as close to sentiments as he can get. They married, Dexter became the father of her 2 children, and they had their own kid. Perhaps it was inevitable that things would go wrong in Dexter's universe. Rita was murdered by John Lithgow's Trinity Killer at the end of the 4th season. Dexter found her body in their bathtub. With Rita gone, the emotional heart of the show was too. And last but not least, a death that ruined and saved a show, Charlie Harper from 2.5 Men. Charlie Sheen's departure from 2.5 Men is a textbook illustration of how a character's death can both save and ruin a show. Charlie, Sheen's character, died off-screen at the end of the 8th season because Warner Bros. Wanted to get rid of him. The studio was fed up with Sheen's inflammatory comments about his co-workers, his dangerously self-destructive behavior, and the problems produced by Sheen's drug and alcohol problems. Rather than canceling a popular show, the studio cast a new star, Walden, played by Ashton Kutcher. The new show's ratings were high initially, but critics labeled it as laugh-free. The show therefore suffered a drop in ratings, but it survived until the end of season 12. 2.5 Men might have survived if Sheen hadn't been dismissed, but otherwise it would have gone up in flames much sooner. Well guys, thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. Be sure to smash that like button, subscribe to Superstar 10s, and ring that notification bell so that you never miss a video. Thanks for watching!